Good evening, everybody, and welcome to ClausenWorld. Thank you very much for coming back to my channel and taking a look at my new journey. I want to thank Miss Linda from the New Orleans Gardening channel. She sent out a shout out to me today on her live, and I want to say thank you to her because I greatly appreciate that. I have a small patio potted garden, or as my mom would say, a large patio potted garden. I live in an urban setting, so you all might hear all kinds of things: birds, children, dogs, traffic, lots of loud music coming from cars going by, and it kind of sounds like there are some ambulances or emergency vehicles out in the background. So that's an urban garden for you. Today I'm going to show you all how I pot up some kitchen finds and a few things that I picked up at the garden center today when I was out picking up some groceries. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy.
All right, everybody, I am back in the garden, and what you're looking at is my lemon balm pot. I talked to you all on my very first video about cutting down my lemon balm, and I harvested a huge batch of lemon balm, so you can actually see there is a number of empty spots. I have already previously dropped some seeds in those empty spots, but I see I have a few more empty spots. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to plant some kitchen finds. Can you guys tell what that is? I had some ginger in the bottom of my ginger bowl that started to sprout. And I figured, you know what? Let's put this in the garden. So here we go. I dug out some lemon balm and gave it away. And as you all can tell, lemon balm just grows and grows and grows. It is a part of the mint family. And so it just continues to grow. So I am just going to stick a couple of these ginger rhizomes, I believe is what you call them. I'm just going to put them in the garden just like that. See, there's one. I have 3 of them that I found. And I sliced them. Actually, it was one big piece, and I sliced it into 3 pieces. So I'm just going to place this around in this bucket. Just going to find a spot, move some soil like Miss Linda, and I am going to just drop it in the bucket. And that's Linda from New Orleans Garden, the New Orleans gardener, my newfound gardening pal. There we go. We have another ginger. And I'm really surprised. I never grew lemon balm before. And I dropped a few seeds in this bucket 3 years ago. And it has come back every year because, of course, it's perennial. But when I first dropped the seeds, I didn't know, because I didn't do my research, that it was in the mint family. I knew enough to put it in a pot, but that was pretty much it. Can you guys see what I'm doing over there? I'm still learning how to make these videos. And I got some sage that's supposed to be coming up on this side over here. I dropped some more sage seeds because I don't think that it lasted with the winter that we had. And then when I pulled it back, look at that. Can you guys see that? That looks like tomatoes, doesn't it? Now, I had a huge indeterminate yellow tomato that grew over near this pot last year. And I think that tomato just sprawled over and dropped seeds everywhere. Because if you've listened to my other 2 videos and watched my other 2 videos, you'll see that I keep finding tomatoes everywhere. I'm really happy about it, but yeah, that's a bit weird. So that's what I found in the kitchen. some ginger. So it's just going to sit here in this pot. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is something else that Miss Linda does, dropping seeds. I found some seeds today of a variety that I've never grown before, and Miss Linda mentioned earlier this week that she asked on one of her lives, are you growing something in your garden that you've never grown before? Now let me show you what I'm growing, well, one of the things that I'm growing that I've never grown before. All right, everyone. Now, I was making some beans the other day, and I was watching a video from the New Orleans gardener, and she said, drop some beans. So, here we are. I have just put some pinto beans, two pinto bean seeds in my pot in 3 sections. Over here, right here, and right here. Now, this is that find I was telling you guys about that I found when I went to Walmart today. Now, if you watched my first video, you saw my sad little cucumbers. I put them out, they looked really nice, and then we got a cold snap, and lo and behold, my cucumbers, they just didn't like it. So they still looking kind of sad. So what I'm going to drop in this pot is some hybrid burpee, I don't have my reading glasses on, burpless hybrid cucumbers. Now these are supposed to be pickling cucumbers. So I am going to drop those pinto bean seeds, and I'm going to put those cucumbers in this pot. Now I didn't realize it, but I have 5 little starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of them look a little weak, but I'm gonna try to plant them all. Let's see if I can get them out of here without breaking anything. There we go. Look at those roots. Can y'all see those roots? This was really wet. They must have just watered this recently. It's really very wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just place these cucumbers right there for a second, and I'm going to push these beans down, hopefully without disturbing you guys too much. Just pressing them down in the soil like so. Just a couple of inches, not a lot. Now I also put some corn in this pot. Now I'm really very new at videoing, and so I totally messed up on that video. But this is what Miss Linda was talking about, and I found these also in Walmart, the peaches and cream hybrid corn. So I dropped a couple of corn seeds just to see. Now I know I'm doing an awful lot in this pot, and the reason why I'm putting it in the pot is because my ground already has some strawberry popcorn, and I don't want to put strawberry popcorn next to this sweet peaches and cream, because I heard from Linda that you can't do that. So I'm just going to dig a little hole, and I was going to break these up, but I don't want to mess with them too much because 2 of them just don't look too strong. And so I'm just going to place them in like that and try to press them down without harming them at all. Don't want to mess those roots up. And I'm going to leave them here and let them just kind of do their thing. Let them duke it out, because 2 of them don't look too sturdy. It look like they just might not survive. And I don't want to go breaking up that root ball, just in case the ones I think are going to survive really don't. And I'm going to place this little tag right there so I can remember, because I will forget. And that is my kitchen find, as well as something that I'm growing that I've never grown before, which is the pickling cucumbers and the sweet corn. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm not going to make a very long video. My very first video was very long and it was too long, but it was my very first one and I was just giving it a try. So if you like my content, let me know you like my content and I'll make another video. A bonus clip. This is what I end up finding almost every single day. These squirrels have gone into my pots and have destroyed the soil because they're wanting to leave their nut bounty, their nut harvest for, I guess, the spring, the fall, there you go, for the fall. And I know that they are God's creatures and they deserve to be able to have food in the fall and winter time. But I would really rather they not tear up my plants. I spent a lot of money on these bulbs and they look absolutely horrendous because of the squirrels. So I mix up cayenne pepper and cinnamon and sprinkle that on my pots because they don't like it. So bonus points, everybody. If you have a squirrel problem like me, cayenne pepper and cinnamon is the trick.